Welcome back. I thought I'd give you guys an update. I didn't get a whole lot of time to work on this last week, but I'm down to just the last couple of wires to redo, and one of the issues I've got is, I'm sure you guys have heard me complain about this before, I have the worst post office in the United States. So not only did they lose the package that had the 7-pin socket that I need for the 6A7. I want to say 6CA7, I don't know why. 6A7. But the person that I bought them from had two more, because whatever he gutted, there were 4 of them in there, 4 7-pins. So he was generous enough to go ahead and send me a second set for free. They lost that package too. Isn't that wonderful? So now I'm kind of SOL. So anyway, be that as it may, I was, I got as much done as I can. I'm not really being too committed to replacing items here yet. I did connect up the, well, it's a .05, but I put a .047 in there. But anyhow, I got the coils back up, and everything's been rewired. When I had mentioned before that this did not have the Y-type filter caps, usually like in the 3812 there was, the Bakelite block, and then there were 2 of them in there. Well, the .006 on the what is it? It's number I want to say 29. Yeah, number 29, which was the molded capacitor, does actually go from, well, I'm going to call it the neutral. I know that the plugs weren't polarized, so it could be either way. But that does go to ground, so they had at least 1 in there. And I don't know why they would only have 1 instead of 2. But what I did was I went ahead and put in a terminal, well, I'm sorry, I did not put a terminal strip in there, excuse me. It had a terminal strip already, and this was actually only being used for as a place to tether the white wire from the power, one of the 2 primary wires. So oh, we can't see that. Let's see, let me back up a little bit. So the the power line comes into here, and then one of the primaries is here. The neutral came to here, and the second primary wire was here, and then the .006 went from here to this ground lug here. So I went ahead and just soldered in a single, actually I put in a .01 because I don't have a .006. So there's only the 1 in there. I don't know why they would do that aside from being cheaper. Perhaps they didn't think it was necessary. Obviously a Bakelite block was going to cost them some money. 2 caps in that Bakelite block was going to cost them some money. I don't know if it was a cost-saving thing, but there's actually been a discussion going on about Philco radios. On the Philco forum, somebody brought up, what do you think the best sounding radio is from 1939 to 1942? Basically, I guess everybody had agreed that 1938 was kind of the last great hurrah year for Philco, and starting from 39 onward, they start going downhill quite a bit. They still had obviously some really good radios, but there's just not not everything coming out of there was great. So anyway, I did put this, I can't remember where I was in the last video, I'm sorry, and I didn't bother to watch it to find out, but I put this terminal strip in here because they had the caps that he had put in here were all over the place. Well, he only put one. This one was still connected, that's gone now. But I put this terminal strip in here to bring these guys closer to where they were in the radio to make a little more room, and I don't know how much, wire dressing is important, so although it was originally cluttered up over here, I apparently cluttered it up again. So I've got the 15 here and the 4.7 here. And I probably should, but I haven't replaced the floating ground wire that goes from the 12 microfarad to this terminal here where everything else that needs to connect to the floating ground is. I know I should, but right now it's stiff, and I'm sure if I try to bend it, it'll break. But it isn't going anywhere, for one thing, and another thing is that it's got a couple wires running underneath it, so even if it was to ever... Yeah, anyway, I will replace it, because it's kind of dumb for me to sit here and be cheap when I had to do all this other stuff. But anyhow, so I was going to do a 2-segment on this, because I want to power it up. I'm going to just have to jumper the filament from here to here, or to actually clip it onto the 6A7 heater pin for testing only, obviously, till I can figure out what to do about getting a 7-pin. I can't believe they lost 2 packages. Anyway, and it was Dallas that lost them, because both of them, everything comes through the Dallas main post office downtown and then gets distributed from there, and both of those packages were set as left there and then disappeared somewhere 2 miles from my house. So okay, I'll stop harping on it. I just am irritated, obviously. So when I go ahead to power this up, I'm going to go ahead and leave the pilot light off, because I don't want to, well, I don't really have a place to connect this up to. I guess I could reroute it over here, but I don't want to do that. Anyhow, so I was going to do a 2-segment and power this up, but it just dawned on me when I went to go make the video, like, well, gee, really hard to power it up when you haven't connected the transformer yet. Because what I was going to do was, I have the, I bought a couple of polarized, basic brown plugs when I ordered from that place. I've been getting some wire from the Grand Brass, where I was getting the cloth covered wire, because it's $1 a foot cheaper, I think, than Sundial. Anyhow, so I had bought a couple of 99-cent 10-foot power cords from them, basic brown, and I was just about to go wire that in when I realized that I hadn't put in the transformer. So anyhow, I wanted to give you guys just an update. Oh, the speaker, I think I've got this. Oh, well, hold on, before I get there, let me continue with what I was going to talk about. You can tell this is also scripted. So okay, so I actually have a dirtier, or one that's all more marked up, because I'm finally getting to the point where I can look at a schematic and then in my mind picture what it will look, what it would look like under a radio. So I'm getting there. It's just taking me a really long time to make that breakthrough on schematics. Anyway, I won't harp on that. But anyhow, a couple of things about this that I still am unsure about what went on up in the switch assembly. We know that the switches are jammed. That's fine. When I trace out this wiring stuff, it looks like it really wasn't changed. It's just been hardwired to manual. But one of the things that I'm not sure if I remember mentioning or not, but one of the primaries on the second IF here was not connected to anything, and I'm not sure if it was just a victim of mouse chewing, but it's not like it was just bitten in half. I mean, the wires was missing. I knew it went here because according to the schematic, when you have the push buttons, number 4, which is this lug here, is connected to number 4 goes where this dotted line is. So number 4 goes to the coil. Is that right? No, that's number 5. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm getting this mixed up. Okay, let's see. So this is number 5 and this is number 4. Something's been cut off from number 4 here. 4 should connect to the coil, the first IF, but it's connected to number 5. Number 5 should be connected to the white wire. Am I right on this one? The white wire goes to the plate of the 75, which it actually does not do. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. Should go to the plate of the 6A7, which it does. This is the white one. Hope you can see that. And then the red wire should connect up to, let's see, so okay, so the red wire should go to number 5. So the red wire should go here instead of here, and I'm not sure why it does. The red wire does go here if this is not a push button set. So if it's 39.6, and then let's see, so 4 connects up to, well, I'm going to go restudy this because I've been following it, but obviously when it comes time to me do a video, I can't remember squat. Anyway, so the red should belong here to number 4, but it's on number 5. And number 5 should just go to the primary here, which it is now doing because it's jumpered by this yellow wire here, so, or I mean it's connected to that yellow wire. Anyhow, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up because it's almost 14 minutes long. I'll go ahead and upload it. Well, it's already 10:35, so I guess what I'll do is I'm gonna I'll put the power cord in. I guess I'm not gonna get to the transformer till tomorrow, so I guess you won't see me power this up until probably Wednesday, unless something tomorrow goes on and I can't work on this. So anyway, thanks for watching and thanks for keeping up on this one, and I'm sure we'll figure out, or I'll figure out, even if I need your help, how this wiring is all cockeyed. But the good news is it's also been forcing me to relearn all this. I mean, be able to read this stuff better. I seem to have a lot easier time with these smaller, less wired up radios. It's, I guess when it gets to the stuff I seem to have a problem is with the octal sets, because they have, everything's got 8 pins and there's wires everywhere. And as we probably remember from the 4125, at least in that particular radio, they were completely inconsistent in colors, where in here, they're consistent in colors. You know, all the red is used for the filaments on these, and Yellow seems to be connected to cathodes, but I'm not going to commit to that, actually. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and upload this, and thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.